6, maybe.
Oh, great.
Yeah. No, don't push the button. Don't touch the button.
It's too technical for it, isn't it?
You've got to hit it. Look.
There you go.
There you go.
So good. You hear that one? John, go ahead.
Thank you. So I've got the best job in the world. We support about 200 partners globally, and I get to visit them all, which is amazing. Colleague Joel's with me, get to spend some amazing times in Florida, Kuala Lumpur, even went to visit Mark in Baltimore Island. Wasn't quite as sunny.
You got lost.
And the biggest question I get from partners is, how do I stay relevant in the cloud world? I think on average, most of our telecom partners have probably seen a decline around 30% year on year in hardware-based sales, hardware-based support sales, and they've got to sell 10 times the amount of cloud to get to the same level.
Shit.
Don't start eating what you do.
So,
It will turn around and come back.
well, we've also got a slight problem that, so we do a lot of work with Cavell. The UK has got the highest concentration of cloud partners / resellers / agents in the world. It's also got the highest adoption of cloud, probably about the third or fourth, along with Germany. So it's a competitive space. And it's actually getting worse because cloud has made the world a lot smaller. From a technology point of view, it's far easier for other people to play in your territory as it is for you to play in theirs. Now, Aura about 18 years ago was founded by myself, Adam and Tony Parrish, and it was to really answer the problem of how customers can deploy via communication platforms around the world. One partner, one contract, one SLA, and it was formed. It was originally called Aura Alliance. It was formed with around 107 partners, and we all had a framework agreement, and we basically made it really easy for large multinationals to deploy telecoms. Now, in that experience, what we've learned is that the world's very complicated, not just what's going on, but just back to culture, language, compliance, regulations, the stuff that goes with it. So what we decided to do was we kind of formalised it, and it actually became a business its own right, and we formed Aura. Now, so we are a global enabler for our partners. We're a channel business, and we kind of answer 2-3 questions. The first one is we internationalise our partners' business. So if you're a UK business and you want to play in other markets, we can help you do that. Or if you have a gap in your portfolio or a skill set you don't have, we can do that for you. Okay? We're really there to complement. So, for example, we have partners that are Cisco partners globally, but we do their Microsoft stack. We have partners that are Microsoft partners, but we do all of their, I was going to say legacy, but I told that to the advice, so you got really emotional. Traditional, yeah, you have your market share. Traditional support, break fix, things like that. And also, the whole world doesn't support cloud. Okay, you go to certain territories, India, China to a degree, it gets a little bit messy. So we offer you, the partner, to kind of go to a customer and say, I can do everything. You can bid, you can say yes to a bid. Okay, and we can go through a bit more detail. So whether that is just one slice or you just need to support an SBC in Timbuktu, or you want us to do a full managed service on a global ribbon estate, we can help you with that. Now, the question that they're asking is, I'm getting dear John letters from all my customers saying, thanks very much for all the years of service, I'm going Microsoft. Okay, because they're not asking the question. So the first question you've got is, okay, do you have international requirements? Will you be amazed a lot do? A lot of big US companies, New Era, the likes of that, BCM1, they're all attacking the UK and European market, so people are coming into this space, and they're getting that market share. So the big question is, how do I deal with the Microsoft world? So does anyone know how many Microsoft partners are on the world?
29.
I wouldn't test us.
Joel should know this.
Yeah, I was going to say, where is he?
400,000 Microsoft partners globally. Okay,
So that's a lot.
of which 4,000 are gold, which 1,000 are Golden Communications, which is a sales space. And then Operator Connect came along. And Operator Connect is the default standard now that integrated with Microsoft from a voice perspective. Won't go techie now, but ultimately it's a certified, tested, you get access to the back door of Teams, and we'll see it on every RFP. If you're not Operator Connect, do not pass it. So there's 78 Operator Connect partners globally, of which there's 7 of us that can do global. Okay? We've also got the NTTs of the world, stuff like that. They're great in their space, but they're big old beasts. And they've got partners like us that can do about 89 countries. But we approach it differently than a carrier. We approach it from managed services down. So we have feet on the street, in 145 countries. We have very strategic partner relationships, so we can support you in a deal in APAC and talk local language, local culture. If you have a customer that needs to deploy phones in those 145 countries, we can support you with that. So we can deploy phones, we can rack stack activate, hardware access points, we can decommission, and allow you to be that single source for your partners. We work with a number of vendors, and we actually do a lot of that service for them. But ultimately, what this allows you to do is enter expanded markets and also keep competitors out of your business. One of our customers, Swiss partners, they've got a dear John letter. They looked after the Enviro in that business for 15 years. Decision was made out country. They're going Teams. They've now got an 18,000 user opportunity in 23 countries. Just by saying, we're global, we can do Teams. So the opportunities are out there. And you don't need to know the key to the English machine to kind of conquer that market. So again, we can do that out of the box for you. If we look at Microsoft, Teams is just the tip of the iceberg. And this is where the real opportunity is. You've got MSPs, you've got Dynamics partners all trying to get into this space. So generally, most mid-market enterprise customers will have 3 to 4 partners that do something in that stack. It's so specialised. But this whole iceberg opportunity here allows you to add value and make the customer sticky. Because Teams answers around 80% of most customers' needs. You've then got this 20%, which we call tricky, or tricky as a service, where whether it's hybrid, all the products and applications you've seen today that make you sticky as a partner, and then when you wrap that up, it's actually very hard for a customer to move. Okay. So again, the days of a single vendor solution have long gone, so it's got a lot more complicated. And a lot of customers just need help. So I speak to a lot of customers that say, I just need to get to Teams as quick as I can, and I need you to solve this 20%. And we spend 80% of our time doing the 20%. Okay? The next thing that's really kind of, everyone talks about, I need to go on-prem to cloud. I'm not seeing that conversation now, especially in large enterprises. I'm actually seeing more cloud-to-cloud migrations. People going from Zoom to Teams. I won't name any of them up there, but you get the idea, because just the market is definitely changing. And you've got 3 types of customers. Those that are thinking about AI in their business, those that decided they want AI in their business, and then the ones that won't exist because they're ignoring it. My wife works in the shipping industry, and she runs the legal team in there. It's a bit scary, but their contracts deal generally with 12 parties, very complicated shipping, average deal about $15 million. They implemented an AI-enabled contract management platform, and it's reduced their time to revenue by 60 days. It's happening already. And the challenge in the Microsoft world to take advantage of AI, Copilot, whatever it is, you've got to be on Teams. You've got to be on SharePoint. You've got to be on OneDrive, all of those kind of technologies. And the question is, I don't need to be on the cloud, that's just a way of paying for it, and someone else's problem, but I need to be AI ready. This is coming up more and more. And this is where a lot of these applications that we've seen today can really kind of empower us. So, we've talked a lot about product today. There's always going to be bells and whistles, vertical alignment, you name it. You take, for example, Cisco, the latest stats from Cisco, I think this is public, 60% of Cisco devices sold this year have been to enable Teams, not Cisco WebEx. What does that tell you about the market? Now, if you take all of these ingredients in isolation, unfortunately, we're in the world of commodity. You can read it. And hate to say it, UC is commoditised. Very hard to add value. It's a race to the bottom. Okay? So you've got to add value. If you don't add value, you're dead. I'm sorry. And also, if you don't add value, it's really easy for a customer to leave you. Okay? Yeah, quite simply, you know, first thing, you know, you look at any RFP, 40 to 50%, they talk about we want value, we want best service. 40 to 50% of any tender you'll get, cost is the score. First thing they do with the device, no disrespect how good or bad your device is, Google it and that's your street price. Doesn't matter how much value you add, so you've got to add value. So whether that's global deployment services, decommissioning, provisioning, whatever it may be, you've got to add value. Now, the value that you add will depend on what market you're in, what vertical you specialise in. But the value really now is around that managed services. So your support revenue is declining, and I don't know anyone that's not, and you're probably lying or just very good at what you're doing. You've got to backfill. Now you need a different type of person. I've set up 2 or 3 Microsoft practices now. They're expensive. Microsoft people are a little bit unique. So you've got to manage them. And it takes a long time to get your revenue. And people have fed up with paying 50, 60 grand to set up Microsoft tenants. Those days have gone. Okay. So what we've done is, you know, you take all your ingredients, you package it up, you make it easy for a customer to consume. You make your offer unique, so they can't leave, and it might be a mix of Microsoft 8x8 and Yealink, for example, and then it's very hard to go to competitors that might not do those components. So again, it's packaging it up and being accountable for that solution. The change is driving opportunity. We're seeing a huge amount of demand from customers and need to turn voice over Teams ASAP. I'll go through some examples in a minute. Andrew spoke about it, but we're really seeing it's all around self-service and automation. I don't want to pay people to turn their Teams on. I just want to do it. Or I want you to take care of it, but you don't want to pay really expensive people to sit there doing programming. So automation is really key. This then allows you to drive on a global service offering and enter markets that you're not in, or shift from that kind of product support to more of a customer success, customer management, constantly talking to your customer, constantly being able to upsell. And automation and control is everywhere. From a customer perspective, speed to enablement, I just want to use it. From your point of view, it allows you to very easily deploy and get revenue quicker. So we're deploying, you know, Teams customers in hours. Normally takes longer to get numbers or port numbers than it does to enable customers. And this one as well, the ability to do moves, adds and changes really easily. You don't need expensive people. Everyone's talked analytics. Don't underestimate the opportunity in analytics. The problem is you can't sell it as a product. Okay. Lots of experience in this. You sell analytics as a product. When it comes to renewal, they will not renew because they don't use it. It's got to be part of your managed service. Your service delivery sessions have got to be driving this engagement. What am I using? Why am I using it? Am I getting value out of it? Yes, you are. You need more of it. You need this. You need that. And fraud protection and prevention. This is massive at the moment. Working with some big brands that are getting their numbers hacked, and people pretending to be various brands and hacking. So this is a hot topic. There's budget for this in every single customer, small or large. From our point of view, we can support you with Nuvola, Ribbon, and all the people here today to either build your own offer or you can borrow. Simple as that. Okay? Or you can borrow in certain markets. What we want to do is get you to market really quick. If you start building something today, the world's moved on by the time you built it. So again, lots of deployment choices. We're still seeing hybrid, huge opportunity in hybrid, especially as you start to go out to Middle East, APAC, those sort of territories, or some agencies, things like that. So again, flexibility in the service is really, really important, and we can support you in doing that. Again, I think the whole market is seeing kind of a change in that revenue shift. Hands up who solved the commission payment on cloud. How do you pay your salespeople? I don't think anyone's solved that problem yet. You know, product was nice and easy, X%, off you go. Cloud is a little bit different. But again, really kind of reducing that time to build. Some of our partners won $1 million deals, but they're not getting the revenue for 18 months. How do you reduce that cycle? So, cloud first relevance, really important, some tips here. You've got to stay relevant, and unfortunately, it's that shift from engineering, help desk, to customer success. We're really seeing that in our partners adding value. Think global. So, was it you, Andrew, that asked the question? Can't remember. Yeah. Ask the question, do you have global sites? Because if they do, someone else is talking to your customer. That's the truth. You've got to make it easy for customers. So time to enable, time to turn on. And I'll show you how we do that in a second. Don't ignore hybrid, huge opportunity. A huge opportunity because a lot of people can't do cloud or hybrid because they don't have the presence. Digital transformation is the norm, it's not a buzzword anymore. We are seeing it through and through. A lot of people have got Teams migrations wrong and are now moving from Teams to Teams. I know it sounds weird, but we are seeing it. And people want to feel special. They need strategic and tailored services. So again, we're really seeing customers want to kind of be involved in that. And a little tip, what we're also seeing is some people and businesses are holding on to the old world. And it's how you kind of encourage those people to focus on driving adoption rather than hugging servers and kind of come on. So again, we work very strategically driven. We've had a working relationship with Nuvola for a very, very long time. You know, what is key is how you go to market. So we created a product about 6 years ago called Aura Connect, and it's a global SBC as a service. And whereas it's a little bit different, so we built it on the ribbon stack. So all the features and functionality that Andrew mentioned are built into our platform. So you can either build it, borrow it, or have a slice yourself. But we operate to connect. So 89 countries globally. We have direct routing as well. We also support Azure communication services. So a lot of the Microsoft certified contact centers sit in Azure. We have full integration to that. And we support to migrate. So Andrew mentioned about let's connect to your existing system and migrate you over. Support all of that. And it's what.
Sorry, just quickly, you talk about operating about direct routing.
Yes.
Because direct routing to me is where we can make more money than what we can as operate.
So we don't charge. Yeah, we don't charge the difference between the two.
Right. Okay.
So we actually do our direct routing over our Operator Connect interface. Operator Connect allows customers to do moves and changes from.
So it's your commercial route.
So 90% of our business is direct routing, but we are a bit like direct routing plus we've got full automation.
So you use your operator connect to deliver direct routing. Correct. Because the biggest focus for me is change management. That's what it matters.
And that's where we do it. So we can enable your first user in 10 minutes. And just to give you an example, I'm being weighed down on time. Really small customer. One of our little partners manages an NEC, £85 revenue a month support. He got a phone from the customer saying, I'm just about to buy calling plans. He said, hang on. Had a call. Actually, I helped him with this one actually. Turns out he actually needed 15 users in Canada, just bought a business in Mexico. He's actually buying a business in the US this week. 8-day sales cycle and routing calls and completely migrated in all those territories in 4 days. That partner's now making £1,000 revenue on a 48 grand contract. So it really does work. On the bigger end, this is a big global eye care. There's not many of them, so you can probably guess who it is. And this is a prime example. This is a US headquartered business with the CIOs in the UK. One of our partners plays golf with said CIO in the UK, and they went off by region and worked with local operator connect partners, local direct routing partners, and it was just taking too long. No consistency. Some people need manual changes, some need automation. We're rolling out 18,000 users in 43 countries. And we can roll out 1,000 users an hour through our automation platform. So again, for that particular partner, just in direct routing alone, then Operator Connect, 6 million contract value. Then you add the devices, you add the contact center, you add the enablement services, adoption. The opportunity is huge, absolutely huge. Key to what we do is we want you to be able to say yes and not to no bid anything. Okay, so if it's not quite in your comfort zone, speak to the guys at Nuvola, we can see if we can help you. But what's key about Aura's been built on partnerships, and I think now more than ever, strategic relationships is more important. If you go back to that iceberg, you've got to have tight relationships with that ecosystem of partners. So, we've got lots of successful partners that have joined us, and we're supporting them as they support us. If you'd like to join in that success, have a chat with the guys at Nuvola. Joel and I are around for the rest of the day. I think we're staying at the stadium, so if anyone fancies a drink later, we're happy to.
Anyway.
What's it?
Stadium.
I mean,
It's a double tree Hilton.
Doubletree Hilton. If anyone's staying there, more than happy to buy you a beer. Well, I'm not really. So yes, so thanks very much. Could talk all day about this and I'm being weighed down, but by all means, there's my details if you want to have a chat. Look forward to working with you.
Brilliant. I'm looking for a direction.
We've got a 15-minute break and they're going to be setting up an original, well, the original Enigma machine. So if you
The
want
original one, not a copy.
not a copy, the original. See you
Okay.
a little later, Martin.
Okay, so everyone grab a coffee, then sit up here.
Scott sent us David Farrell.
Yes, David Farrell, yeah. They're bringing in a English machine. Yeah, I will
He'd be
do.
the better person.
I thought it was just
setting
stuff up. Wasn't that for it? Well, yeah, David.
Move it off the radiator. I just need to find that power. Power up here.
They don't work. They don't.
You can have some if you like. Anytime Brian switches them off.